Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to HTML list. Okay, where we will talk about how we can divide or populate the list in column. Okay, so just assume a scenario where we are supposed to populate the list into some part of column or into some column, then how we can do that. So this thing we are going to discuss. Apart from this, we will also discuss what is the advantage of using value value attribute when we are dividing the content into columns. Okay, both value thing we have already discussed, like when we discussed like how to customize the list, we discussed one more thing like value attribute, right, through which we can change the value midway. Okay, so this thing we are going to that thing we are going to utilize in this session. So before we start, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because these all sessions are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be really very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic, because every session is properly connected with each other, and the level of sessions are from basic to advanced. So if you have covered the basic, then I'm pretty much sure that you will be easily you can easily grab the concepts of the ongoing topic. Okay, that's why I'm requesting you to follow the sessions in sequential manner. All right, so yeah, I think now we are good to start with the session. So here you can see we have just noted down the basic HTML code. So this is the basic HTML code where we have just added the uh, heading and the body tag, the HTML tag. Just a simple thing, right? We have not added anything complex here. So let me show you the output of this. So if I do Control S and refresh my browser, you will find that it is just showing me the heading, which is HTML by texture method. Okay, so it's time to write the code. As we are going to talk about the ordered list, so first of all we need one ordered list. So let's add heading firstly. Here I would write ordered list 1. Okay, just save it to show you the it on screen. You can see ordered list in 1. Now what we will do, we will simply add here ol for ordered list, li for list item, and now we can put some list item. So let's say I want to start with mobile, so this is my first list item. Then second one is maybe laptop. So this is just a sample data. You can create your own data, you can customize it, but I always recommend you to put at least 4 to 5 records in your list and table whenever you are doing practice related to list and table, because more the data is, more picture more quality it would give you, and it will give you the more clarity. Okay, so I always recommend, like when you are doing practice, always make sure that you are utilizing a 2 3 um, 4 to 5 records. Okay, all right, so now let's add another list item here. So li, here I will write tablet. Now copy the another list item. Here we will write speaker. So 4 item is added. Let's add one more, and here we will write keyboard. Okay, keyboard. Fine. So we are ready with these 5 elements, 5 items. So just save it and refresh your browser, and you will see ordered list 1 is coming like this. Now some of you might be thinking like, what we have changed? This thing we have already discussed. Yes, but so far like we have not applied anything here. Now we are going to divide it into columns. So to divide it into columns, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to do here, like just simply write ol. After that you can write style attribute. Here you can use columns property, and then if let's say if I go with option 2, so when I select option 2, it means I wanted to divide my entire data into 2 columns. So let's save the code, refresh your browser. The moment when you refresh your browser, you will find now the data is divided into 2 columns. Then how these data are defined, like what all data should be there? Actually, it is totally depend on the your code. Like it will automatically divide your data as per the number of datas. So here you can see we have 5 records, so it goes like this: 1 2 3 and 4 5. Okay, fine. So is it possible to change the number? Yes, you can. Let's say if I want to divide it into three parts, so I can simply write it 3, and this time it would divide like this: mobile, laptop, tablet, speaker and keyboard. Clear? Fine. Now what we are going to do, we are going to talk about another example. Like here, let's say if you want to show your list horizontally. So how to do that? So to show it horizontally, you can simply write 5, save it and refresh it. So it would come like this: 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this thing we can also use for designing the buttons as well, although we have not discussed buttons topic yet. But yes, you can divide it, you can populate the list in this button manner as well. Okay, and means when you want to showcase something in a horizontal way, in a proper uh, I would say the frame. So in that case, we utilize the list in order. Although that time we use the unordered list, but yes, we can do that with ordered as well. Like if you want to show some numbers as well, so you can go with that. Okay. So we have just added one list and we have separated it into 5 parts. So each row contains one part because we have only total 5 records here. Okay. Fine. Now, what will happen? Like some of you might be thinking, what will happen if we put the column as 1? Will it change anything? No, it will not, because 1 means by default. So by default style, by default columns are 1. It will automatically come in a 1 column. But when you want to change it to, let's say, 2, then it will write in 2 and as per your number. And what will happen? Let's say if I provide it as 10, although we have only 5 records, but I'm trying to populate the list in 10 parts. So is it possible? Let me show you. So when you refresh it, you will see that 5 record is divided and there are some extra spaces. That means yes, it is moved, but it is blank because we have only 5 records. But later when you add another new record, it will give you the number. It will give you the populated list item in the screen. And what will happen if I go with 100? Let me show you. You can see everything is collapsed. Why? Because we are trying to accommodate everything within so same row, and that the column we have provided 100. So that's why it is coming like this. Okay, so always make sure that you are providing the right value, otherwise this might happen. Okay, so for now let's divide it into 3 parts, save it and refresh it. Okay, it looks good. Fine. Now we will focus on the second thing, which is midway change. Like how we can utilize the midway change in order to customize the list in a proper way. All right, so let's add another heading here, h3. Here I would write ordered list to, ordered list to. Then we will write ol, ordered list tag. Instead of writing it, let me copy the above data because we are going to need at least 10 records. So let's copy the first 5 from here. All right, just remove this part for now. We will add it later. Okay, so we have 5 record. Let me refresh it. 5 records are there. Let's add few more records. So for that I will write for example cricket, enter li, football, basketball, then next item is baseball, next list item is cricket, football, basketball, baseball, volleyball maybe. Okay, so this is just a random data I have added. Now save it and refresh your browser. You will see it is coming in a same row, same column, because we have not divided it yet. Now what we are going to do, we are going to divide it into 2 columns. Just to explain you the purpose of using start here value. So just simply write here style, then columns and 2. Save it and refresh it. So now you can see list is divided into 2 parts. Then what's new here? The new thing is here is, let's say I have divided, we have long list and I wanted someone asked me to divide it into multiple column, but that column should start from 1. Every column should start from 1. So in this situation what we can do, we can use our value attribute. So just go here and write value, and then you can put 1. Just save it and refresh it. So now you can see every column, first one is already by default it has started from 1, then we have specified like from here it should start from 1. Okay, so by doing this we can easily customize our list in a columns as well. Let's say if I want to start it from 10, I can put 10, and now you can see it is coming like a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So here we can explicitly provide the start value. Okay, don't get confused between start and value. Start is used in this OL tag because we want to start a list from a particular number, but if you want to start from a particular value in an element, then in that case you will provide the list. Clear? So yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Texture Myth.